Hello there, Inconvenient Panda here, and we're going to be taking a look at Crazy Boy 12347's Xtra Ores mod for Minecraft 1.1. So let's get into this. Okay, so the name is fairly self-explanatory. We're given 5 new block ores to find in the world, which I think is pretty cool because, you know, there's only like 4 in Minecraft, so this, you know, essentially doubles the amount of stuff to find, and that's always a good thing. First off, I'll just go through what they are. This is copper. That's what that is. This is Argidian. I can't pronounce that. Well, you'll see how it's written in a second. I can't pronounce it. This is sapphire. This is ruby. And this is emerald. Okay, these two, when you find them, they need to be smelted in order to give ingots. These 3, they don't. They just drop gems. So, I've got a diamond pickaxe. Chop, chop. Got ourselves copper. And what we've got here is Agridian. I don't know. I'm pronouncing it wrong, but I don't mind. Then we've got sapphire, ruby, and emerald. Now they are just retextures of the diamond, just coloured, but I like that. That makes sense. Like, they're gems, diamond's supposed to be a gem. So we'll find out what we can do with all this stuff. So we need a furnace, we get our copper ore, we stick it in there, that's just coal. Pretty quick. I like that. And what we'll get at the end is a copper ingot. And with this one, we get Agridian ore, smelt it down. Takes a little bit longer, but I imagine it's a bit stronger than copper. And we get ourselves like a light purple, pink sort of color. All these can be used the same normal way as everything else, such as your iron or your diamond. We got a pickaxe, and with this we can, you know, we can make the shovel, and we can make the sword, and so on and so forth. I'm not going to make them all because that would take far too long and be far too boring. We'll get ourselves a copper pickaxe. We can make a copper hoe. We can make all the normal tools, even with the emerald. Got our emerald pickaxe. Yeah, well, I'll just make a couple of the others to show you that they all work and that they all make sense and stuff. That they're sapphire axe, and that's all pretty cool. But we can also make armor, which I think is wicked. So we got here, we'll just mix and match. Got ourselves a chest plate. We'll make ourselves some nice lovely green boots. We'll make a red hat, and I guess some orange pants. There we are with that. And it's all just recoloring of the usual Minecraft stuff, but I think that makes it fit in quite nicely. Now that we've seen what we can do with the stuff that's added, let's see what we can do with stuff that's already in the game. If we have obsidian, we can make obsidian tools now, which I think is pretty cool, because obsidian, I reckon it needs another use other than just a portal, because it's really hard to mine and all that stuff. So we can make all the usual equipment once again, and we can make all the pieces of armor once again. So basically this mod just just goes really well with vanilla Minecraft, like insanely well. It got some nice pants. I like the color of it too. Like it looks like, you see the top of the helmet, it still looks like the texture of obsidian, which I think is pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. Now what we're going to do is test the pickaxes and see how quick and good they are. The obsidian one, almost instant. Copper, a bit slower. Iridian, pretty good. Sapphire, ruby, and emerald are all really quick. Well, that does it for this mod. Next, we're going to take a look at how to install it. If there are any mods you'd like me to have a look at, leave a comment of what it is and where I can find it. Alright, let's get to installing the mod. The mods you are going to need are mod loader, link in description, and the actual mod itself, link in description. Now, first thing we want to do before we do anything with the mod is go to our Minecraft launcher. Pretty simple. Go down to options when it finally loads. Go force update, done, and log in. Now what's going to happen is it's going to download Minecraft again, a nice fresh up-to-date install of the game, so that any mods that you've already got installed won't, conflict with the mod you're trying to put in. Because I've had issues with that in the past, and I'm like, why doesn't this mod work? Oh, this mod is broken. No, it's because it conflicted with another mod. And given the amount of mods, it's virtually impossible to make sure none ever conflict. So that's why we do this. And I'm just going to let that finish, and I'll be back. Okay, once you get to this screen, we can just quit this out. Because if we have that open and we try to put in mods, it's just not going to work. It's going to crash and you're going to look silly. So what we need to do is find our minecraft.jar file. There are a few numbers of ways of doing this, but the easiest I find is go to your desktop folder. You'll notice here's my desktop. There aren't any folders. So what we want to do is just go into a random folder, it doesn't matter what, and go to desktop. There's all this other stuff in here, don't worry about that. But what we're worried about is the folder that has our username on it. My username is LX, so that's the name of the folder. Now, this, I believe, home group, I've never seen that before. I don't know what that is, but they don't appear on the regular desktop, so you've got to go in through this way. We open that up, and we find a folder called app data. Now, if you don't find that, and you're on Windows 7, press Alt, and this will appear up the top. Now, if you're not on Windows 7 and it's not there, I believe you just press Alt. I'm not sure. I don't use anything but Windows 7 because I like it. So we go Tools, Tools, Folder Options. Go into View, Show Hidden Files, Folders, and Drives. We want to click that. Make sure it's highlighted and not this one. Because if I apply that, you'll come here and this is what you'll see. You'll be like, oh, where's the folder he's talking about? It's actually a hidden folder, so you don't mess with it. But we want to mess with it. So now we go into it. We go into our roaming. .minecraft. Ignore all the folders and stuff that don't look the same as yours, because I guarantee it will look different. Go to bin. And the only one you're really interested in is Minecraft. And it's an executable jar file. That's your Minecraft.jar. So, to open this, we need an archiver. We go open with, I use WinRAR. You can also use Win7, I believe. I've never done it personally, but I don't know what that was. But apparently it all works the same way. Now the very first thing you want to do before anything else is delete meta-inf. Delete that. Just get rid of it. It does nothing. And I've seen, like myself, I'll do the fresh install of Minecraft and I'll forget that meta-inf exists. Basically, the way I'd like to describe it is it's a folder that will stop mods from working. Why it does that, I have no idea. What it actually does, I have no idea. All I know is with it, it won't work. That's all I know. That's all you need to know. So we minimize this folder, and we have here mod loader. We want to put mod loader in first. So we open that up, and just highlight it all, click, drag into the jar. That simple. Now we've got mod loader. We close that off. We don't need that anymore. Next, we do the exact same thing with the actual mod itself. Now, we don't want to click and drag this in because Minecraft won't know what to do with just this folder. It won't know to look inside it. As we go inside, we've got our .class files. What we want is the .class files to be in the same part as the other .class files. And we also want these folders in because these class files will tell Minecraft to look inside these folders. That's the way that works. We put that in, that's all nice, fine and dandy. So we can close that. And you must close this thing. Otherwise, when you start your actual Minecraft, it'll just crash and you'll be like, oh, the mod must be doing it. It's probably because you've just left this open. So we close that. We go back across to our Minecraft. We log in as normal. And we wait for it to do its little thing. It takes a little bit. But we get this screen. If the game crashes before you see this screen, something's gone wrong. Now, one of the things that might be wrong would be, if I just close that, pop this back open. If you've ever used mod loader before, the .minecraft here, you'll have a folder called mods. If there's anything in that, it's probably going to crash. For example, I use these ones here. So if I use these on my normal game thing. So if I put those in the mod folder without adjusting the .jar file, what's going to happen is it's going to look in that folder, see the information there, and it's going to confuse the hell out of it. Basically. It doesn't actually happen like that. But we watch, and it's thinking. It takes a little while. Black screen. Yeah, nothing's happening. And it's just going to basically sit like that. But what's happened is it's looking at this information and it's confused. So make sure you delete that out. Now, I believe I've covered everything. If you are having any troubles, just leave a comment about what the trouble is, any other mods you're using with it. But make sure that this folder is empty if you're only using this one. If you're using other mods and it crashes, the mods probably aren't compatible. Make sure you delete meta-inf. Make sure you put everything where I said to. Otherwise, it's not going to work. If you follow me exactly to the letter and it still doesn't work, then comment. And I'll be able to help you out. So, thanks for watching, all that good stuff. If there is something like a mod you'd like me to go over, just leave a comment. And if you liked the video, don't forget to like it. It helps me out a fair bit. And if you want to see more videos like this, don't be afraid to subscribe. It's not going to hurt, I promise.